What's up, Knotty Gang? It's Never TD here, also known as Knotty Makeup, and I'm super happy to introduce and bring to you guys this super awesome, totally full coverage, fall-inspired makeup look. And everything that you are about to see in this video is totally 100% clean and or natural. I have not used any products in this video that would be considered commercial makeup. Totally clean, 100% clean makeup tutorial. Okay? And also, I just wanted to let you guys know, before you do anything, before you continue watching, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and like my video. It helps me out a lot. And if you are interested in my face jewelry, I make nose chains, totally handmade, 100% by me. And if you're interested, you can go ahead and hit the link in my description, in which I leave my Etsy shop down below, where you guys can browse my store and see what other designs I have. Normally in every one of my videos I showcase a design in one of my videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So this is gonna be a voiceover today, and just trying to calm my nerves and drink a little bit of chamomile tea and one of my favorite awesome little cute cat cups that my husband got for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my lips with a little bit of chapstick from Sprouts. And this is my all-time favorite Beauty by Earth skin tint in the color Cocoa. And this is just an amazing SPF that also works as a skin tint. And I kind of use it as a primer as well because of the skincare properties and the beneficial essential oils. And that I just showed you guys is my Botanica Pimple Spot Corrector, and I've used that under my makeup whenever I'm having a breakout because it helps to soothe and diminish the look of pimples under my makeup. And that product is also filled with lots of natural herbs and ingredients like that, so I really like using that if I'm having some skin issues. And I do have these little pimples on my face because it is that time of the month, so you know, I usually don't ever get breakouts like that unless it's something lady related going on. So I'm just really working that into my skin nicely. And now I'm going in with my Well People concealer. I believe it's the Camo Concealer if I'm not mistaken, but that's the medium dark Well People concealer. And when I bought that product, I wasn't super impressed because I felt like the color was too light. At the time when I bought it, it was the summertime and I did have a tan, but at this time now, since it's the fall, you know, I kind of took it back out of my vanity and decided to use it some more. And since then, I'm really liking it. It works as an amazing, I guess, under eye concealer underneath my RMS. It helps my RMS stay in place and not crease. So the only issue I would have to say is the very odd shade range. But now I'm going in with my Ilia Beauty Foundation in the color Montserrat, and I'm just gonna evenly swipe that all over my face. And when you're putting on foundation with your finger, you really want to make sure that you're putting on an even amount on each side so that one side of your face doesn't have more foundation than the other side. So try and keep it as symmetrical as possible. But I went in with 2 pumps. Normally with Ilia Beauty I only do 1 pump, but today I am really going for that full coverage look. So right now I'm buffing in the foundation with my flat top e.l.f. foundation brush, and I always look to this brush to help me get that full coverage look with a liquid foundation, and this brush worked so well with this makeup. Oh my goodness, it blended it out so seamlessly and gave me that really natural full coverage seamless look I was going for. So I really live by this brush, and this brush is so cheap. I think it's only like $1 or $2 at Walmart. So I really love this brush. And I'm making sure to keep my concealer intact, and I like to leave it on just for a few minutes. And now I'm just blending it out with my finger. If you have a sponge, by all means use your sponge. Right now at this time I don't have a sponge, and I really like using my finger, but it's just kind of time consuming. But if you have a sponge, go ahead and use that sponge, girl. So I really try and be as precise as I can when blending it up towards my brow bone, the ending tail of my brow bone. And now I'm going in with my RMS Concealer in the shade 55, and I'm just dotting on a larger amount than usual. If you guys watch my other videos, you know that I usually don't dot on this much, but during the fall and winter times, I like my makeup to be more full coverage. I don't know what it is about more full coverage makeup in me in the winter time and fall. That's just how I like to do it. So taking the same technique as dotting on a symmetrical amount for each side. So I'm going to swipe on some concealer on the bridge of my nose because I love to contour my nose, and using some concealer on the Cupid's bow area and my chin, and I'm going to take some onto my forehead to give myself a really nice natural highlight. Now I'm going back in with my Well People concealer, and I'm just taking a very slight amount because a lot goes a long way with this product, and I'm going to use this as a eyeshadow primer. As of right now, I don't know of any eyeshadow primers that are clean, that are effective, so I like to use that as an eyeshadow primer to give my eyeshadow something to kind of hold on to. And I'm one of those girls who get oily eyelids, so I need something to keep my eyeshadow in place for a good amount of time. So as of right now, this is one of my favorite picks, and as you guys can see, I'm letting my concealer kind of just hang out and just settle into my face before I blend it out, because it gives me more coverage when I do that. And I'm using my finger for all of this, and like I said, you guys, if you have a sponge, by all means feel free to use that sponge. So just gonna keep blending it out. And now I'm going in with my Serum foundation in the color, I forgot what color it is. All that information is going to be linked below, but this is a nude color for my skin complexion, and I'm just going to apply that to the base of my eyelid. And now I'm just spot correcting a little bit more with my Ilia Beauty foundation in Montserrat, just on the areas that I feel like needs a little bit more coverage, mainly over those little pesky pimples. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with the same foundation brush I was using earlier. And I noticed that a lot of the products that I'm using today is very, very satiny and very, very dewy, but I'm going to show you guys how I managed to make those products look pretty matte, because this look is more of a fall time look and I like to go matte for fall. So now I'm taking my Martinique Ilia Beauty foundation in a slightly darker color, one color up from my full face color, which is Montserrat, and I'm just going to dot that on my hairline and my cheekbones to kind of warm up and bronze up my face. And if you guys are interested in seeing my thoughts on this foundation and my full review, please click the video in the it's going to be pinned in the comment section, where you guys can check out my my foundation review video where I'm swatching the darkest shades of Ilia Beauty foundation. And it's the only video on YouTube where the darkest shades of Ilia Beauty are being swatched. I'm just making little baby noises to my little garbanzo bean, my little chickpea baby. But so now we're just gonna blend out our RMS concealer. And what I can say about this concealer is that it's not my favorite. Like, I'm not super geeked about this foundation like how I am about the Well People. The Well People if they could just get their shade matching right, like I would be even more on board with the Well people. But RMS, their foundation, their concealer is just a bit too creamy, and it's very, very movable. Like I like a concealer that even if I don't set it, it doesn't move all over my face and crease so badly. Like you have to do a lot of tricks and a lot of different things to get the RMS concealer to perform in a way where it doesn't just rub off your face. So as of right now, I am looking for another concealer, but right now I'm not about to just be a huge consumer, so I'm gonna use what I have and make it work. But so now I'm just blending in those little, I call them arrows. They look like arrows, so I'm just blending that in. And now I am contouring my nose with the Physicians Formula contour stick in the color Mocha, and I'm taking my small little bamboo kabuki brush and just sculpting from the bridge of my nose, from the starting of my eyebrow, and swiping down to the bridge of my nose just so I can get a nice blend. I'm making sure to blend out that product so that it is not super harsh, and sculpting at the same time. I do not try to make my nose look smaller. I just try to make it look more defined in its natural shape. So I really, really work hard on that. Now I'm going to blend my contour in an upward motion with my e.l.f. foundation brush. I'm surprised I didn't use my contouring brush for this, but I must have not been able to locate it because I usually use my contouring brush, but this e.l.f. brush works fine too. And look, girls, that is not real Sacha powder in there. I reused that container and I made my own setting powder with cornstarch and turmeric and cocoa powder, and blended it all up together, and voila. Like, I absolutely adore this cornstarch powder. And it's pretty crazy because that's pretty much the main ingredient in Honest Beauty's powder, so it's really no difference if I was to buy theirs or make my own. So if I'm making my own, I know exactly what shade I'm looking for, and it's like my perfect shade. It's not too bright, it's not too yellow, it's not too dark. It's just really, really good for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust off the excess, and that made my face pretty matte. So now I'm going in with the same way foundation powder in the shade Honey. Now I remember it. And I'm just going to pat that all over my face. And I'm using the Tower 28 blush. Now, this really didn't work like how I thought it would. It really didn't give me the color payoff just because I'm applying something so balm-like and dewy on top of powder. Like, it just soaked up the product. So I really wouldn't recommend putting Tower 28 over powder. But now I'm going in with my Pacifica Beachy Punk palette. I'm using the brownish dark terracotta complexion color to I'm using that as a base all over my eyelid, and I'm keeping it very, very simple today with the eyes. I'm not doing a full-blown eye look. I'm doing a very, very simple look, and I'm thinking that it looks really, really amazing. So after I apply a heavy amount of powder over my eyes, I'm going to now go in with the gold champagne shimmery color on my inner tear ducts, just to kind of wake my eyes up a little bit, just to add a little bit of sparkle. Now I'm taking my charcoal eyeliner, and do not ask me where I got this from. I have no idea. It was a gift from my husband to me back, oh God, I can't even remember when, but he got this for me as a birthday gift. It's apparently from France or something like that, but right now I'm using that as a eyeliner, and when he bought it for me, it was totally natural and clean. At the time, I wasn't using clean makeup, but this is something I can hold on to and use it. So I'm basically doing an outline of my wing, and the way I do my winged liner is my motto is go bold or go home. Like, my eyeliner is not for the faint of heart. But obviously if you don't like eyeliner this wickedly awesome, you could just do the eyeliner however you choose. But I have hooded eyes, so I have to do my eyeliner in a special way. So I outline my eyes first, and where my fold begins, that's where I stop the inner point of my wing, if that makes any sense. If you guys can look at what I'm doing and seeing that I'm pulling it more in an upward motion because my eyelids flap over, and if I didn't do that, my eyeliner would look very flat and ridiculous. So I'm dragging my my eyeliner pen within the fold and coloring within that fold, so that when my eyes bat and I'm looking around, it looks as though I have a full wing and it's not cut off. And I'm just taking the tip of my eyeliner and I'm just kind of filling in the tip, making sure that it's nice and full with color. And it takes a bit of time because this product is a powder and it's pretty traditional in the application. Most eyeliners don't have this type of applicator. So I'm just going in and perfecting the wings to make sure they're nice and sharp. And we're nearing the end of my eye look, and that is the finished product, you guys. So now I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows just a little bit with the Physicians Formula Brow Gel, and finish my lips off with the Clove and Hallow Lip Velvet in the shade Fever for a really awesome fall inspired lip look. Just trying to get cute with my little earrings. And I have some Giovanni setting spray, the charcoal Giovanni setting spray. Just gonna spray that all over my face, and voila, there we have it. So this is the finished look of my fall, really simple, totally full coverage and pimple friendly, breakout friendly makeup tutorial. All of the products that I used on my face were beneficial to my skin, and they all help to conceal my breakouts really well. And also the products, I'm gonna give you guys like a really close-up shot on my face so that you guys can tell the products aren't like sitting on top of my face like how normal commercial makeup does. I'm sure you girls, if you are coming from a commercial makeup background like how I am, like, it was weird to me. Some of those products look like they're just sitting on top of my face. It doesn't matter how much I blended them in, they just didn't seamlessly glide across my pores. You know, it made my pores look more pronounced, and if you got really close on my face, it just didn't look natural. Versus this makeup, even though it's very full coverage, and I use way more concealer than I normally do. If you guys watch my other videos, I normally don't use that much concealer, but that's how much concealer I normally used to use back when I used to wear commercial makeup. And honestly, that's just like my comfort zone. So I'm probably going to go back to using more concealer. And a lot of the products that you've seen me use, like for example, the Well People concealer. When I first bought this, I was very, very disappointed. I had a more harsher tan when I bought this, so this color just looked like it was not going to work on me at all, and I was just like, wow, you guys, like, this color, it's just not going to work. So I just kind of set it down, and then I tried to pick it up and combine it with my RMS concealer, and this product helped my RMS concealer not separate or kind of get into the folds of my eyelids. Naturally, we all have little lines in our, well, I'm not talking about my eyelids, my under eye area, and this helped to combat that. So I put them together. But when I was actually using this product in the previous tutorial that I just showed you guys, it's a pretty good match. It's still kind of light, still needs some warming up, so that's why I warmed it up with my RMS, but it still looked good. Usually around this time in the fall and in the winter time, my skin gets lighter, so this is probably going to work out later. But this is the look. It's really simple. Everything in this tutorial was very, very simple and 100% clean. I know a lot of times you guys might, I know I do, click on videos where the title says all clean, totally clean makeup tutorial, all clean, and literally they're using bronzers that's not clean. They're using like mascara that's not clean. They're using a setting spray that's not clean. Literally everything in this video down to the eyelash glue is totally clean, okay? So there's no clickbaiting here. And yeah, I was really excited to do a totally fall look, just not for my channel, but just in general for going out, because I absolutely love fall time. And if you guys want to see a tutorial on how I apply these lashes, drop a comment below and let me know. I can totally do that, because they look super natural. Like, they look really, really natural, and I'm so in love with that. Like, I really want my makeup to look super simplistic and really nice and natural, even if it is full coverage. Like today, I somehow managed to get my Ilia Beauty Foundation to look more full coverage, because naturally I just probably do about one pump of that foundation and just go, but I wanted more of a full coverage look, and I wanted to see if that foundation could perform as such, and it did like a phenomenal job of giving me a really nice full coverage even tone look. And like always, I mixed the two shades together, Montserrat and Martinique, to get my perfect match, and I'm like really loving this foundation look. And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say to you guys. And don't forget to make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody who you know who is looking to switch over to clean beauty, or just looking for very simple makeup routines. You know, my routines are mom friendly and they're super awesome and easy to follow. So if you're looking for more content, just go ahead and go to my channel, and I have tons more videos there that are clean beauty and clean skincare related combined. That's pretty much all my channel has. This channel is totally dedicated to skincare and makeup, unlike my other channel, Knotty Knots, which is dedicated to motherhood and lifestyle. But on this channel, totally makeup all day, every day. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with me and watching till the very end to see this awesome look in action, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye.